You're here because you've got to lead a virtual meeting, training, or webinar solo, and you are worried your audience is going to check out halfway through because you got no co-host, no panelists, just you and a room full of cameras off and crickets. You want to keep them engaged, but you're tired of guessing what actually works. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to structure a solo session that holds attention from start to finish without polls, cheesy gimmicks, or begging people to unmute. Hey there, I am Ella Glasgow, and I help small business owners and corporate leaders rock the virtual stage with presentations, panels, and events that people actually remember. And if your last solo session had you feeling like you had to drag people to the finish line, you are not alone. But I've got you. I'm going to walk you through how to structure your solo virtual presentation like a conversation, not a monologue, and show you the 3 places most people lose their audience without even realizing it. But first, let's talk about what you're probably doing right now that's secretly working against you. And that is the solo trap. Let's be real. Most people build their solo sessions like a TED Talk in sweatpants. I may or may not be in sweatpants right now. But I digress. They open strong, then they jump straight into the content and cram every tip they've ever learned over their 50 years of learning into 30 minutes and end with, any questions? And then wonder why the energy disappeared halfway through. Here is the problem. When it's just you, your presence has to do all the heavy lifting. But if you treat your solo presentation like a lecture, the audience treats it like background noise. So what you have to do instead is think like a host, not a teacher. You are not there to deliver content. You are here to host an experience, even when it's just you. Hosting solo means that you guide the energy, you manage the pace, and you set the tone moment by moment. And this is exactly what I teach my clients when I map out their sessions with them. You don't just plan your bullet points, you've got to plan the beats of your show. Listen, okay. We've been talking about a lot so far. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. And if you have ever powered through your slides only to realize that your audience hasn't said a word in 20 minutes, I want you to go ahead and drop a emoji in the chat. You know, that yellow one that has all the teeth. Drop that in the chat because we have all been there. And the good news is you can avoid it if you plan for connection, not just content. And most solo presenters only plan what they're going to say. But if you want to keep people engaged, you've also got to plan when you're going to pause, when you're going to interact, and when you're going to breathe. Yes, breathe, because energy management isn't about being high energy all the time. It's about guiding the flow of attention so your audience stays with you, even when the topic gets deep or technical. So remember those 3 places that I told you that people lose the room? The first place is right after the intro, when you go from welcome to info dump with no moment of connection. And the second place is midway through your teaching, when you forget to pause or shift the visuals or speak to the room. And when I say shift the visuals, I don't just mean move your slides. Have you noticed I've not given you any visuals today? I'm just saying. But I have shifted the visuals without giving you graphics. Let me know if you've picked up what I'm putting down, okay? And the third place is at the close when you wrap with any questions. Instead of a clear, high impact ending, you need to lead them into what their next steps are so that your people don't fizzle out. You can avoid all 3 by building your solo presentation like an experience, not a PowerPoint. So what do you do next? I've got a challenge for you. Before your next solo session, I want you to stop asking, what do I want to say? And I want you to start asking, how do I want this audience to feel at each point in my presentation? This is the shift. It's what separates a forgettable meeting from a memorable experience. So what we're going to do next, because that shift alone, designing for how they feel, not just how you want to say and what you want to say, is what turns a flat session into one that they're going to remember. But here's the trap that most people fall into next. They think that, well, if solo is hard, I'll just add a guest or a panel to make it more engaging. And that sounds smart, right? But more faces on screen doesn't guarantee more connection. And in the next video, I'm busting the biggest myths about interviews and panels and showing you how too many talking heads can actually make your audience tune out faster. So go ahead and click right here if it's right there, ready for you to watch. And if it's not there yet, you know what to do. Make sure that you hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when it drops.